Good morning, everyone. Our guest speaker lived in Inoog City. He earned his bachelor's degree in education, bachelor's secondary in education at Bukidnon State College, where he graduated Latin honors, a proof of his discipline and commitment to excellence even at a young age. On December 14, 1996, he joined the Bureau of Fire Protection. His mother unit was at Catarman Fire Station in the province of Camiguin. Since then, he served in various key assignments across Misamis Oriental. 29 years of faithful and dedicated service, he earned his promotion to Commissioned Fire Officer with the rank of Fire Inspector on October 16, 2024. A man of integrity, a resilience, and humility, his career stands as a shining example to all of us, especially to the younger generation of firefighters who continue to look up to leaders who have truly walked the path of service. Let us now welcome with respect and heartfelt gratitude Fire Inspector Edwin C. Taniola. Sir?
Thank you, MC. Troop Commander, please bring the troop into Palwa. Thank you, ma'am. To our Assistant Regional Director for Administration, our Senior Superintendent, Alan Cabot, sir. Sir Mark Flores, sir, other junior commission fire officer, Engineer Rosario Bahama, Engineer Noli Villarita, sir, non-commission officers of Sanatanan that attend flag raising ceremony. Good morning. I have been tasked with being the speaker of this Monday's flag raising ceremony, with PIS, ICT, Plans, Division, Legal Services, and RIAS as the sponsors. So, my topic this morning that we're going to reflect on for our personal life as well as in our work in the fire service is all about the phrase, what you give is what you receive. Specifically, on how we treat our elders. It demonstrates the principle of karma or the idea of reciprocity, that energy, actions, or intentions you put into the world of eventuality come back to you, whether positive or negative. The phrase is related to the short story entitled The Old Man and the Wooden Bowl. And here's the story that goes. An old man went to live with his son, daughter-in-law, and young grandson. The old man's hands trembled. His eyesight was poor, and then he often dropped food or spilled things at the dinner table. One day, he dropped a bowl and it shattered. The daughter-in-law was annoyed and said, "We should give him a wooden bowl. It won't break." So they gave him a small wooden bowl and made him sit alone in a corner during meals. The little grandson watched all of this silently. A few days later, the boy was playing with some wood scraps. His parents asked, "What are you making?" He replied innocently, "A wooden bowl for you to eat when you are old." The parents were stunned and ashamed. From that day forward, the old man ate with the family at the table and they treated him with kindness and respect. So the moral of the story, how we treat the elderly is how we teach the children to teach us. Compassion and respect should be passed down, not forgotten. will treat our elders with respect and compassion because our actions teach the next generation on how to treat us. This story teaches that respect for the elderly is a reflection of our values and humanity. Children learn by example. How we treat others influences how they will treat us and others in the future. Compassion should not be based on convenience. Just because someone is old, weak, or makes mistakes doesn't mean they deserve less kindness. Every stage of life has dignity, and aging should be met with care, not rejection. To avoid this from happening, we must do the following. Number 1, practice empathy. Imagine yourself in their shoes or situations. Understand that aging brings physical and emotional challenges. For example, memory loss, shaking hands, needing help. Ask, how would I want to be treated if I were old? Number 2, teach children by example. Show respect in your parents or grandparents in front of kids. Let children help others. This builds compassion and understanding. Remember, kids don't do what we say, they do what we show. If we relate this to work in the fire service, whatever practices and traditions we have today, we will experience that in the future. To avoid unfavorable things from happening to us, we must do the following. Number 1, show respect to senior firefighters and retirees. Honor the years of service and sacrifices. Invite them to ceremonies, station visits, and other occasions. Celebrate retirements with dignity, not as an exit, but as a legacy. Why? Just like the old man, the story, they have given their strength and time. They deserve to be honored, not forgotten. Number 2, support aging firefighters' health and transition. Offer wellness programs, mental health support, and career transition planning. Don't bench them without support. Help them find new ways to serve within the department. Just like in the story, the child learned how to treat his father by watching the father treated his own dad. The same goes for our station culture. So, the moral for the fire service, if we want to be respected when we age, we must first respect those who have already served. Tradition, brotherhood, and honor don't stop at retirement. In parting, I will say together, let us take good care of our elders or retirees because we will become one of them sooner or later. Thank you, and once again, good morning.
Thank you for that inspiring message, sir. At this juncture, may we call in our Assistant Regional Director for Administration, Fire Senior Superintendent Alan A. Cabot, sir, to award the Medallion ng Papuri to our speaker to the Emerita Citation. The Republic of the Philippines Department of the Interior and Local Government, Bureau of Fire Protection, Region 10, Regional Order Number R10, RAWD 2025-042, Medallion ng Papuri pursuant to the Bureau of Fire Protection, Region 10 Program and Awards and Incentives for Service Excellence. This Medallion ng Papuri is hereby conferred to for his faithful contribution and commendable performance as the Troop Information and Education Speaker during the traditional mandate flag raising ceremony held on July 14, 2025 at the Regional Office 10. Such display of dedication and commitment serve to inspire, motivate others, contributing to the achievement of the BFP's mandates and programs, thereby worthy of recognition and emulation. Given this 40th day of July 2025 at the Office of the Regional Director, BFP 10, Glomel Extension, Carmen Cagayan de Oro. Medalya ng papuri is hereby conferred to Fire Inspector Edwin C. Caniola, Officer in Charge, Talisayan Fire Station, Misamis Oriental, BFP Unit, BFP Region 10. Signed, Regional Director, Fire Chief Superintendent, Romel C. Trajan. At this point of time, we will call on any announcement from different divisions and sections. Sir.